the latest news that was just uploaded a few hours ago, and I thought I should share with you because these are the plans of what Keir Starmer, the new Prime Minister, is trying to do. So as you can see, Starmer pledges to reduce net migration and dependency on overseas workers. Like I said, this was just published a few hours ago because the whole thing about the overseas workers, migration and everything is just looking like the UK is just made up of migration and there are no other problems apart from migration. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Like, you know, we've been talking about migration, net migration. Overseas workers should come, overseas workers shouldn't come. The whole thing is just becoming funny right now. Like, time you wake up, you're waking up to yet another story about migration, net migration, no dependents are allowed, and it's making it look like the UK does not have any other problem again apart from migration. But before we dive right into today's video, I've got an update from Leatherback, and like you know, Leatherback is an app that enables you to send money to your friends and loved ones overseas, and the rate is very competitive. Now there is a current promo that is ongoing that if you sign up with the app today, create a UK bank account and send £20 and above, you get £20 cash back. T&C applies to that. Some people have come back to me to say, Fajira, I didn't get the cash back. All you need to do is to create a UK bank account, which enables Leatherback to give you the £20 cash back in your UK bank account. And just to let you know that this promo is ending on the 30th of September. So hurry and use it now. After Monday 30th, you will not be able to get your £20 cash back. So guys, let's quickly dive right into today's video. So Starmer pledges to reduce net migration and dependency on overseas workers. Prime Minister will tell the Labour conference he does not believe some industries should be able to rely on migrant workers. We all know there's changes that has taken place recently, and this is the plans that Keir Starmer have. As you can see, it was released a few hours ago that Keir Starmer will promise to bring down net migration, saying he was not relaxed about some industries relying on overseas workers. Now, the Prime Minister will set out measures to cut over reliance on migrant labor and boost training in the UK to fulfill vacancies so that net migration will fall. This is what they are working towards, but like I earlier mentioned, that the whole problem now in UK is looking like it's only migration, whereas there are other major problems to tackle. He will set out measures to ensure visa policies are linked to skills and labour market needs so that immigration is not used as an alternative to training or tackling workforce problems. Now, I have never thought we should be relaxed about some sectors importing labour when there are millions of young people, ambitious and highly talented, who are desperate to work and contribute.
I have always accepted that concerns about immigration are legitimate. It is, as point of fact, the policy of this government to reduce both net migration and our economic dependency upon it. I have never thought we should be relaxed about some sectors importing labour, when there are millions of young people, ambitious and highly talented, who are desperate to work and contribute to their community. And trust me, there are plenty of examples of apprenticeship starts going down at the very same time that visa application for the same skills are going up. So we will get tough on this. But at the same time, we'll also get our skills system right. We've got to give businesses more flexibility to adapt to real training needs, and also unlock the pride, the ambition, the pull of the badge on the shirt that young people feel when building a future, not just for themselves, but for their community. So we will introduce new foundation apprenticeships, rebalance funding in our training system back to young people, align that with what businesses really need. The first step to a youth guarantee that will eradicate inactivity and unemployment for our young people once and for all.
So under the plan set out by the Prime Minister, the Migration Advisory Committee will proactively highlight key sectors where labour market failures have led to soaring overseas recruitment and provide an annual assessment to ministers. Government will also change the rules around migrant sponsorship to ensure employers guilty of flaunting employment laws are banned from hiring from abroad, and continue to clamp down on existing sponsors to make sure they comply with the obligations. Like we know, a lot of license holders have lost their licenses. Some of them use it to make money from people, bring them to the UK. They haven't got any job for them. There's a particular one now, I will share that in my feature video, where the Northampton Shell police have gotten hold of the thousands of pounds in his bank account. I'll bring that on this channel too. So the Prime Minister is expected to say it is a policy of the government to reduce both net migration and our economic dependency on it. So I have never thought we should be relaxed about some sectors importing labor when there are millions of young people, ambitious and highly talented, who are desperate to work contribute. So guys, this was a conversation the Prime Minister had in the last Labour Party conference in Liverpool few hours ago. So he's still on this, cutting down net migration, making sure that employers do not rely on overseas workers, which for me, I think is still going to be a bit difficult for some employers, because as I speak to you, people are still getting sponsorship to come to the UK to work. People are still being sponsored by companies. So even if the Prime Minister or the ministers or the new government is saying that they are trying to see how they can do this, yeah, the thing that will happen is that more companies will lose their licenses, and companies that are losing their licenses are companies that do not follow the Home Office compliance when it comes to recruitment. So in as much as the new Prime Minister has just had this conversation a few hours ago in Liverpool, yeah, I believe that companies will still recruit from overseas while they are looking at it. And the Immigration Advisory Committee as well will also still go and do their findings and get back to the UK government to let them know what they have found. But to be honest, a lot of people have actually migrated to the UK in the past few years. But in the last few months, fewer people have migrated to the UK, like legal migration. But when we talk about the illegal migration, we can't count how many thousands have moved to the UK illegally. So what's the new Prime Minister or the new government is looking at now is the legal migration, whereas we also have the illegal migration. So this is just what it is. This was released. I used to say the new government is kind of immigration friendly, but from what I'm seeing, I don't really understand anymore, and we just hope for the best and believe that more doors will be open. But my advice to my beautiful viewers is, if you have in mind that you want to move to the UK, just keep applying for jobs. I saw a job now, African restaurant recently advertised with visa sponsorship. There are still companies that are still recruiting. Just make sure you do everything you know you can to stand out in your application. So when the company is shortlisting the names of people they need for interview, you may be lucky because you've done everything you know you can do to stand out. Bearing in mind that you're the only one that can always edit your CV according to the job requirement, according to the job advertised, according to the job description. So each time you see a job advert, just ensure you're able to adjust your CV to meet the job requirement and send in your application. But in as much as the UK government is planning to do this, he mentioned this in the conversation in Liverpool just a few hours ago, people are still migrating. So never give up. If it is UK you want to migrate to, don't give up. Just keep pushing, and hopefully the laws will adjust for your good. Okay, so guys, this brings us to the end of today's video. I saw these updates and I thought I should share with you. So whatever you're doing, you have to make sure that you put in more effort to keep pushing harder until you succeed. So if you find this video helpful, please do like and share with your friends and loved ones. And if you're yet to subscribe, please do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget the promo to get £20 cash back when you sign up for your UK bank account with Leatherback ends on the 30th of this month. So if you haven't done it, make sure you hurry now and do it. Remember, T&C applies. Make sure you read all the instructions and follow the process. Thank you for watching. Bye for now until I see you in my next video.